This is my presentation on phonics. As you can see, the basis of what I am doing with this phonics presentation is pulling it on a fun way of being able to understand phonics pronunciation, and that is through the tongue twisters. This is geared more toward the older students that are ELL that would feel embarrassed inside of a classroom, especially if you're looking toward literacy, to being able to, when it comes to these phonics lessons, most of them are very young age. So this one's geared more towards the intermediate and higher. And you can spend about 5 minutes to 10 minutes on either modeling it yourself or relying on a fellow student that has a proficiency in pronunciation to read through this. And what the ESL students can do is start to kind of look at the sounds as they relate to the words and the syllables that you would place. Like if you were to model it, you could say Betty butter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. But a bit of better butter will but make my batter better. So she bought some better butter, better than the bitter butter, and it made her batter better. So 'twas better Betty butter bought a bit of better butter. Now the fun thing with this would be making it into a game to where these syllables that they have to say, they have to be able to pronounce the syllables, but see how fast they can be able to practice and make these syllables better. And as you can tell, with each one of these, there is a certain sound relation for the whole word that you can be able to use as the different sounds relating to the words. So you got Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? And with that, you have Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. There's one syllable in a couple of those words, as well as 2 syllables. And what they can do is, this is a good practice for pretty much both ELL and your general ed students, to be able to focus on their pronunciations. Like, I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought so much. And you see that kind of deals with the consonant blend, the TH consonant blend. And that's another aspect of phonics, is the consonant blends as they relate to the word. Like the th and the W here for watching, as well as the C sound where you have the K sound for how can a clam cram a clean cream can. As you can see, most of the words relate to the K sound and relate to the word clam, cram, clean, cream, can. More consonant blends. So if you utilize this activity as a warm-up, you can either have them do it up on the board, or if you would like a more individualized lesson with this, you can be able to have these papers here for them to be able to kind of find the consonant blends, like 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward. And it would be a good practice without actually having to separate them and say that, okay, you have to be an intensive phonics. It would be more of a fun activity for everyone.